Hey, excuse the head covering I got or whatever, but I was just sitting here thinking about how much time has flown, um, in particular on this day on Halloween. 20 years, man, 20 years. Um, Halloween 2000 was a day that changed my life. Um, I used to hang with my friends, Michael Smothers and Ricky Robinson, on Halloween, especially when we were teenagers. We were too old to trick or treat or whatever. But when we were younger, those two, their families didn't really celebrate it. So I would go trick or treating and whatnot during like elementary school, and when I got my candy was done, I would go back and I would try to like share with them. But we had started like a tradition where we would like sit on my friend Michael's porch, and the three of us would just be sitting there chilling. And sometimes his father, Mr. Smothers, would come out, and we would just all be talking. And on Halloween of 2000, because we had been doing this for like a couple of years already, and we were already in like we had went through middle school, we was in like high school and everything, and but on this day, I ended up going back into the house for a little bit. I was like, all right, I'm about to go get something to drink, get something to eat, whatever, right quick, check in, and I'll be right back. And the phone ended up ringing while I was in there, and I found out that I had an older brother, about 5 years older than me, and it was his mother who was calling. And I didn't know if it was real or not, but she knew things about me. I was like listening to it, and I'm like, okay. So she called him on three way, and she wanted me to speak with him, and I did. And at first he was like, pretty much the same way as I was, like, I don't know, but come to find out, he knew I had existed, but we had never officially met. But anyway, we talked for a good like 30 minutes to an hour, and we actually clicked pretty well. And like as time went on, we started speaking more regular, trying to catch up on a whole lot of things and whatnot. And I had my friends, and it was close, but it was nice to be able to talk with somebody who was really trying to relate to me on a lot of different things. I was dealing with a lot at the time when I was a teenager, trying to I guess more or less find my place in the world. Got tired of like dealing with folks, because I mean I always stayed in my own lane. I love to get into like scientific and technological endeavors and whatnot, but a lot of people, they think just because you have like alternative interests, or you're not really doing what's like a part of trends or whatnot, that they just like always starting with you. So I used to fight a lot because of stuff like that. I used to always fight. And when I was talking to my brother, it was like I had somebody I can talk to. I had somebody who was interested in the things that I was saying. So anyway, we ended up talking a lot more, and it was like I realized a lot of things about myself because I was getting more positive input. And it was the time that we had that really changed a lot of how I felt about myself. I was able to reevaluate a lot of things about myself, because there were a lot of things that I felt I was doing right. There was a lot of things that I was doing wrong and didn't know, and it really did help put like a big time perspective on what I wanted to do with my life. And so this day really is big for me, because I'm really grateful and I appreciate being able to have that time with my brother. Unfortunately, it was very brief because he died in 2003. um, since then, I had taken on parentalhood, with his two children. Um, it was like it more or less segued into it, because I felt, I'd be around, try to hang around every now and then, and I had been the only because they didn't really know him. I mean, they knew him, but they didn't remember him because he was so he had died when they were so young, and so I had ended up becoming the father figure for them, and I'm like, man, now, you know, my oldest, she's 21, and the my second oldest, he is 18. He'll be 19 years old, and it's like, man, like I don't feel that much different, but when I think about how much time has gone, I mean, it really did fly. Seeing them all go from like babies to like, I mean, they whole adults, and I really do appreciate the time that I did have, and I just wanted to be able to share something like that. So, thank you.